Hi everyone, my name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
That's my job.
I know it's your job. I know it's your job, but you're not very good at your job.
Fair enough. I'm still James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
From the Studio Rats.
Oh, yes.
A little while ago, as one of my auction purchases, I was lucky enough to pick up what could possibly be the greatest distortion pedal of all time.
This is my favourite. It's fun in a box, this thing, because you switch it on and it's one of those things. I mean, when I say you don't have to be that accurate,
You just go.
It's just a joy to play through. I love it.
This is the original Marshall Guv'nor.
Yeah.
Now we know that Marshall went on to then create 3 pedals from this: the Blues Breaker, the Drive Master, which was basically a Guv'nor in drag, and the Shred Master.
We've got a Shred Master here. Should we pull that out later on?
Later on, yes.
Okay.
But we were with our friend Clive a little while ago,
who
informed me, and actually it's Clive's fault I started down this whole DIY pedal thing, which we'll come to later. Later on in videos rather than later on in this video. And he switched us on to Fuzz Dog Pedals. Fuzz Dog DIY kits. At this point we should say this video is not sponsored by Marshall or Fuzz Dog. This is all stuff that we've acquired via our own ill-gotten gains and all that sort of stuff. And Clive made for you a Guv'nor clone.
Cheers, Clive. It was a lovely thing to do, to go around to Clive's house and to play through his lovely guitars, and then for him to present me with that, I was very pleased.
And if you haven't checked out those videos, please do, because quite frankly, it's an opportunity to see Paul Drew drool.
Oh, those guitars were just something else. Anyway.
However, we thought 2 Guv'nors in the same room might be quite fun to see if, you know, how close the clone is to the real deal.
The real ting.
Yeah. And we have done our best to match the settings of obviously the real Guv'nor is set how we like it. It's just, so I don't actually think we tweaked it very much from the way I bought it.
No.
Which is ridiculous.
No, I think Gary Moore left it in the right in the right setting.
Yeah. And it sounds like this.
Just love playing through that thing.
But matched setting for setting, or as close as is, you know, feasibly possible in an unscientific setting.
So, is that what you've done? So you set the controls as they are on top of your Guv'nor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what it sounds like.
Very different.
Very different. So if I'll do my best to A B. So.
There's a switch on top. Is that because the switch is up?
I think it could be. Let's have a flick. So real Guv'nor.
No, I prefer it with the switch up.
That's some kind of mid scoop. Thing, I think. Some kind of presence, something. I'm not entirely sure.
So it's a DFA. It's a DFA switch.
Yeah, possibly. And if you have to ask what DFA does, Google it. So what we're going to try and do in this video is see if we can get the Guv'nor clone to match the Guv'nor.
Right.
And I think we can probably do that by ear. This is not a scientific test. Please don't.
Are we not going to feed it through an oscilloscope, James?
No, we're not. We're not sound on sound. We're going to listen, use our ears, and try and match it and get as close as we can. It's not scientific. It's a bit of fun, people.
But also it's the feel. There's something about, I don't know what it's doing, but when you play through that Marshall Guv'nor, the Guv'nor, the real one, there's something about it. It just, the guitar reacts in a really interesting way. That just, everything feels so immediate. And we're plugged into, so by the way, we should always do this because everyone always asks. If you want to know what setup we're using, we've got the Marshalls, the guitar's plugged into the Marshalls, so into the Guv'nor pedals. Going to my matchless amp over there, going into a 2 notes torpedo studio for the speaker simulation.
So, yeah, so with no Marshalls on, it sounds like this. It's a bit of grit there. It sounds great. So what we'll do is I'm going to, with some advice, we'll dial in some tone, see what we're missing. So, instantly, far too much bass. Far too much bass. And probably not enough gain.
Nowhere near enough gain. Scoop. That sounds more like a boogie. That sounds like a dual rectifier sort of.
Yeah, but it needs more treble, that's for sure.
Okay, the second one is a bit darker. It's massive. That's pretty close now.
Pretty close.
There's one more time, and I'll play some chords. That one's darker. Whatever you've done, and I don't know which pedals, because I'm not looking at the pedals, I don't know which ones you're clicking on, but now they feel like the same pedal. It's sort you've got that reactiveness with the guitar. And I'm not going to look.
Reset your brain and give yourself enough time to not audibly memorise it.
Yeah.
Right, ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Guv'nor number 1.
I prefer number 1.
Okay, that's good because Guv'nor number 1 was the Guv'nor.
Okay, it's like that.
It's really close, isn't it?
And there's a lot. We're using a lot of gain here. We could have done about.
The irony, of course, is that the Guv'nor, let's call it fake Guv'nor because that's a not. They don't make these anymore.
Yeah,
it's a fake. It's the clone, the Guv'nor clone.
Yeah,
the gain is dimed. It's all the way up. Whereas on Marshall Guv'nor, the gain is at 11 o'clock. There's more gain to give.
Should we do it?
If we can, because I don't think I can move the pot.
Are they stuck? It's a gain. It's a gain pot stuck.
Right, go on.
Okay.
Here you go.
Take it back. Take it back. I love the way it just makes like almost no difference at all. It's like it's full on or nothing, isn't it? And now that one sounds. It's got a really nice sort of chewy sound to it.
This has got ever so slightly the edge for me. There's something slightly different in the contouring of the EQ.
Yeah.
It's minute, but you can't buy these anymore. You cannot buy a Guv'nor unless you can find a second-hand one, and anyone who's got one shouldn't let them go. The Fuzz Dog stuff is incredible value. If you are in any way, shape or form handy with a soldering iron, you can do these.
And that sounds great.
It's not a challenge. Do what I did when I got into this is I did all the upgrades on the kits. So, for example, you can buy the better switch, which is about £5. Do that. You can buy the daughter board, which makes the wiring of the pedal to the board easier.
Okay.
Do that.
Yeah.
So it makes I haven't looked on their site, it makes the Guv'nor pedal from about £35 or thereabouts to £45. Now, if you're in the UK, they will build it for you for £40. So that makes that an £80 pedal.
Oh, I see. Pedal. On top. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what? But I know it's fun. I
like the challenge. I actually quite like getting my hands dirty and soldering it and doing all that stuff. And as you'll see in the next couple of videos, I didn't always get it right, and I've still got a couple of changes to make. Not that they've made a sonic difference, but there's a couple of things I need to do still to fix it. And of course, when you buy the kit, you don't get the pot tops.
Right.
So you can choose your own, which is cool. So that's going to be another £5, say. Okay. But you can buy this. You cannot buy that.
I mean, that sounds fantastic.
The feel is there, isn't it?
Yeah, the feel's there now.
And that's the thing about this. The minute we plugged it in first time round, we went, it's Gary Moore in a box.
It's exciting, isn't it? It's an exciting sounding pedal, yeah.
And that now, I'm almost tempted to get the China graph out and mark it. So you've got that as close to that.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea, I like that.
Or at least get your phone and take a picture of it.
I'll do that. I'm going to.
So we said we would dig out one of the newer old Marshall pedals.
So this is Matt Wright's pedal he sent to me to try out.
Yeah, this is a Shredmaster. So what they did was when they realised the Guv'nor was such a brilliant thing, they redesigned them into this kind of chassis, or chassis, depending on where you're from. And they brought out these three, the Shredmaster, the Drivemaster, and the Blues Breaker. This is the original, and this is the redo.
Is that a redo? Is it? They're not around the same time?
No, these were after. This was discontinued, and it became the Drivemaster.
Oh, okay, okay. Can I just say, so this is the pedal that was used on, apparently on
Song 2,
the Blur thing. So
go on. You know you need to.
Okay. Gosh, who doesn't love a bit of that? Okay.
The Shredmaster was very much, you know, it was the metal pedal, wasn't it? As opposed to, if you call the Guv'nor rock, the Shredmaster was definitely metal.
It's just scoops. Turn it on again. It's all the bass, all the treble, none of the mid.
And we've got the bass well rolled back.
I mean, that's just subbing out. It's just like, it's horrible.
It's not your thing. But I mean, if you're a metal guy,
but yes, it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Well, great. I mean,
it sounds like a boogie. It sounds like a dual rectifier.
Yeah, it's to say it's of a time.
Yeah.
But you know what a great noise from two definitely vintage pedals.
Guv'nor. Do that. Anyway, really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the bell button and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the studio at St Paul.
I'm James.
And we'll see you next time.